For my next trick, I'm going to name every team that Jim Jackson played on in order. Ready? Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Guys, multi-year. You played 14 years in the NBA?
14.
And guys, Ohio State, great. On Fox Sports, you're on ESPN. I heard you on Bucher the other day. You're probably going to get your own pet. You're everywhere. And the announcer for the Big Three, which I'm really excited about. By the way, the first question I wanted to ask you, I was watching some video of Scalabrine and Greg Oden going at it.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't tell. Greg Oden couldn't play in the league at all? Are you serious?
You know what it is? He came back, he tried it a little bit. His knees just didn't hold up. He came back from Miami.
Yeah.
And it's a bad thing because, of course, he's an Ohio State guy. So I was always pulling for him. But sometimes your body just breaks down, man.
It's just crazy when you watch those videos. I'm like, that guy could play in the NBA right now.
I know. But you know what? Think about this. Joe Smith right now may have a look. Amari Stoudemire, Nate Robinson may have some looks for some teams. So the league itself, I think, is doing a really good job of presenting guys who can still play with a second opportunity.
So who are the gems that the NBA is sleeping on right now? I've seen Nate play in the Big Three. He looks awesome.
Well, Joe Johnson. I mean, Joe can still play.
Yeah.
Lakers maybe.
Yeah,
Lakers.
very good.
Lakers.
Yeah, I could definitely see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, Joe definitely could do that. Now, this has been the craziest week to be an NBA fan. I remember LeBron going to Miami, but I don't remember all the other stuff that went around with it like this. And what an incredible, the entire league knows the cap space for every team. The average fan knows this now. Supermaxes and all this different kind of stuff. I was listening to Mike Conley talk today about going to Utah. You have Denver and Portland, these teams that built through trades and through drafting, and then you have the Lakers and the Clippers who've got some superstars that come to their team. What do you think about the Western Conference this year?
Well, first of all, I love it because when I was back in the league, one thing we wanted was a bigger share of the basketball revenues, which the players are getting now, but also the ability to have freedom of movement. You know, a lot of times we couldn't control as players kind of where we went, but now players have that power, and I think it's shaping up to be more competitive, adds more parity, more excitement for fans. I know it takes away, you lose a Paul George at OKC. Yeah. It's tough, but you strengthen the Clippers, who have a great foundation.
Right. And you saw 5 first-round draft picks, 2 pick swaps. That's the most anyone's ever done. Right after that, I'm thinking Westbrook is probably going to go. They're going to probably ask for picks. And the thing is, what an incredible time, because when you think about what Kawhi could have got 240 or 220 from the and then he gives up $80 million because he doesn't take the Supermax and then ends up going to the Clippers. People still want freedom of movement. They want that more than anything.
You know, if you can do a sign and trade kind of like what Jimmy Butler did, if you can work that in and get it, but Kawhi is thinking the bigger picture in regards, he got 2 championships. Yes. He has a chance to get back to L.A. You know, within a couple of years, I'm sure he has an out in his deal. He can renegotiate. The TV money goes up. The cap goes up. And he'll eventually get his money. He just delayed it right now.
They keep Montrezl Harrell. They keep Lou Williams. They keep Patrick Beverley. They don't give up any of those guys, and they still get these 2 incredibly efficient, all-world defenders on their team.
You know, the beauty of it is nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
You know, nobody, even the people on the inside, we were thinking, okay, if the Clippers can't get one other player, why would Kawhi go?
Right.
And quietly that whole time he's working his magic inside to kind of get Paul George. And I was surprised OKC that Paul wanted to leave, but they had no choice at that point.
Yeah, I mean, he does want to leave. Where would you see Westbrook going if he was going to leave?
You know what? It's tough. I know OKC has to rebuild. It's always tough that way, but maybe a team like Detroit who needs, you know, kind of that superstar talent, that face of a franchise, to kind of go with Blake Griffin. So it's some options out there. Some teams are still strapped with their salary cap.
Well, I mean, that's what I was saying, because you have Chris Paul, who's going to make $43 million in 2 years, and so the Houston's going to want to get out from underneath that contract.
Hard, though.
It is, but I mean, if OKC, they got to spend 90% of the cap. Maybe they go the rebuild, they take that contract, and they take some draft picks with them.
You know, it's weird because they traded Jeremy Grant, so they're trying to get money gone and trying to rebuild. It's unfortunate for Chris Paul because we all thought when he went to Houston it made a lot of sense, but that's the changing dynamics of the NBA today, so you never know what's going to happen. I'm not going to say it won't happen, because like I said, I didn't see the Paul George thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of came out of nowhere. Are you going to Summer League at all?
No, I'm just going to watch it on TV.
Okay.
I like to watch smoking a cigar.
And when's the Big 3 coming to Las Vegas?
Well, you know what? Not to Vegas this year, but the championship game will be here September 1st here in LA at Staples Center.
Okay, now I have to ask you about this.
All right.
We're here. We are supporting Teen Cancer America, an incredible charity. Last year, we did the NFL Alumni Association. How great is it that we get athletes together, we get celebrities, we get actors, we get models here all together to do something, to use their superpowers to raise money for a charity like this?
I think it goes back to a lot of people that have the opportunity and have a voice. They always give back to charities. A lot of times it's not publicized. But when you can get a collective group of different people from different genres to come in at events like this to raise awareness, that's what matters. And a lot of people, I think, take for granted that because athletes, entertainers have money, that they don't really give back. But this is a prime example of people really giving not only their time, but more importantly, their money, but more importantly, their time.
It is incredible. And for someone who isn't here right now, could you describe what it's like to be on top of the W Hotel in Hollywood, California?
Oh, it's lovely because you're surrounded by beautiful people. Yeah. It's a great cause. You get a chance to catch up with some people you haven't seen before, or you meet some people that you may have seen, you never got a chance to have a conversation with. Yeah. So it's the interaction part of it, I think, and this is what LA is all about right here.
You know what? Speaking of interaction, Rick Barry is on the other side of that wall, and I want to go shoot underhand free throws with him.
His son is shooting it right now. One of his younger sons are shooting it underhand right now.
Unbelievable. Just so exciting. Guys, you can catch him with the Big Three on Fox Sports. Are you doing ESPN? You're doing all those different things, and TNT this year.
TNT, Big Three is on CBS, Fox Sports 1. We do our Speak for Yourself on FS1. I'm all over the place, man.
That's incredible. Hey, listen, if you need a great announcer, here he is. If you need someone to drop 55 points on the Nuggets, he can do that also.
All right, thanks,
awesome,
baby.
Man. Thanks
Congrats,
so much,
brother.
Man.
You got it.
Thank you. Man, I'm really glad you came out here. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't got to. Oh, okay. Listen. You know Connie?